Hi, this is Sage Kimball and I'm the Mad Stamper. I want to show you how to cut these cute little chevrons that make great embellishments for your handmade cards and paper crafting projects. Since chevrons are really popular these days, I thought you'd like to see how to make them. The easiest way, of course, is to use a die. Stampin' Up! Recently introduced the circle card thinlits, which makes the card base for a swing card, which is, of course, really fun to decorate. The set includes several accessory dies, including this one that makes chevrons that are just perfect for this Christmas card I designed for the Mad Stampers Club. By the way, the club is a great way to get access to some awesome tutorials that will help you improve your card making big time. You can learn all about it at madstampers.com. Back to the chevrons. You may not want to buy the entire circle card thinlet set just to get this little die, so learning to cut them yourself is another option. Once you see how easy it is to draw and cut them, you'll be able to adjust the measurements to whatever size will work best on your project. So grid paper is a must in my studio, and especially for a technique like this. You'll also need a pencil and a ruler, paper snips, and a temporary adhesive like Dotto. I've cut a strip of cardstock 1/2 inch wide, and I'm going to adhere it to the grid paper so that the top and side edges all line up with the grid lines. I'm going to make these chevrons 1/4 inch deep, which means the distance between the line between these 2 points and the notch here is 1/4 inch. And then because the cardstock is 1/2 inch wide, then the center of the notch is going to be at 1/4 inch. Since the grid lines are 1/4 inch apart, that will make drawing the cutting lines really easy. I start by drawing a line down the center of the cardstock. So I can use my grid lines and line up the ruler along that center line and draw a line down the center of the cardstock. Then I line up my ruler with the first line below the top of the cardstock, which is of course 1/4 inch, and I draw a line across. And I do that 3 more times, which will give me 3 chevrons when I'm finished. Next I'm going to make the diagonal lines, and this is really easy. All I do is line up the ruler from the corner of one of the horizontal lines to the top of the center line and draw the line. Then I'll line it up on the other side and draw that line. Then I'll continue down the cardstock, drawing these diagonal lines. That will be the lines I cut on. So this is what I end up with in terms of the lines that I've drawn. Now I can take my paper snips and start cutting on those diagonal lines. And that'll give me a nice little chevron. And I'll keep cutting until I have all 3 cut out. And there they are, all ready to go on my card. If I want larger chevrons, I could make the cardstock wider, and I can also play with the kind of angle that I've got. So here's a piece of 3/4 inch cardstock that I cut 1/4 inch deep, so it gives me these kind of shallow chevrons. And then I used the same 3/4 inch with cardstock here, but made the depth 1/2 inch to get these rather bold chevrons like so. I hope you'll play with making some chevrons for your handmade cards and paper crafting projects. Be sure you click on the subscribe button below to keep up with all my new technique videos. And be sure to check out the Mad Stampers Club. I'll put a link in the About section under the video. For more inspiration and instructions, be sure to check out my online club at madstampers.com. Visit my website at stampingmadly.com and drop by the Stamping Madly Facebook page. Happy stamping!